Triton Poker Series is the pinnacle of poker. It has all the best players in the world. The easiest way to describe it would be the World Cup of Poker or the Champions League of Poker. Not only do they have the best players in the world, but they also have the best production, the best dealers, the best staffs. In my opinion, the best TD, the tournament director. So it makes it the most best fair game in the world.
When we create this platform, there's this philosophy behind connecting the East and the West. And Triton is established. Most of the Asian players back then, are usually very wealthy businessmen, philanthropists, who have done amazing work in the business, in the investment, and of course, poker somehow give them a lot of adrenaline, like aside from business, like it's a game where you can compete and there's no barrier, right? Anybody can play the game, and so that's why you can see, like, in our tour, it's not just the professional, it's just not the poker celebrities. You will see a lot of, like, random businessmen, like, oh, like this schedule I have time, so I'll be here and I want to compete, at the highest level.
Triton, for me, represents fun. I wouldn't say that it means profit, because if you calculate your average profit is not that high. So it's fun, it's competition, because you will play against the tougher players in the world. They are, most of them, they're here. So it's a good gym, to practice your game. I mean, you make decent money, but you don't get rich playing playing this series. That's it. If you are lucky, yes, of course. It depends how lucky you are. I like that everything is super updated. Everything is super made good in these terms. We have free food. We are treated very good. That's it. All the players are. They care a lot about the customers, about the players. So I love this, but the atmosphere that I perceive while I play, it's kind of the same. Players playing, having fun, or whatever. I had a very good year recently, so I won more money, so I have more bankroll, and I have more investors. So yes, that's the reason why now I came and before I didn't.
I'm happy, I'm excited. I'm going to play this series for the first time. Everybody always told me that they are amazing, and I'm following sometimes the streams. Everything looks so fun, so I want to see if my expectations will be fulfilled or not. It's not starting great. I've already made 2 bullets, and now I'm going to take a break for the dinner break and be ready to max late reg. Luckily, I managed to build a big stack for the day 2. I won in the last 5 hands a lucky ace-king against kings of Foxen. So now I'm second in the count for the day 2. Let's see what is going to happen.
Yeah, I put my life at risk when I was 12 left. That I open jammed ace-9 from the small blind, and big blind called with king-jack offsuit. I had 17 big blind, and yeah, board is queen 10-3, but luckily I didn't make any pair, so I won the hand.
And with this stack I managed to reach the final table, not very deep, but alive.
Monte Carlo, the inaugural WPT Global Ultimate Slam has seen 170 entries. We are down to a final table of 9. They're going to compete for $941,000, the title, and these beautiful trophies. Scene number 2 from Italy with 2.3 million. Please welcome Enrico Camosci.
Well, another Triton first-timer, the young Italian making a name for himself online, now venturing out to the live scene.
Drawing dead until now, and now I am very short. I have just 3 big blinds left after just folding, only folding. I have 3 big blinds, but the average is very low, so I'm not that far from others. I jam ace-3 offsuit from the button, and I'm called by small blind and big blind.
Because that means someone's paired.
He's looking for an ace or a 4 to stay alive. Can he find it? Oh!
That looks like a 4.
4-ball corner pocket. Enrico rivers the wheel. And he's going to triple up to 2.5 million, and he is right back in this fight.
I have 8 big blind left, but they are a lot valuable because average now is very, very low. It got way lower than before. So now 8.5 big blind are a decent stack. Of course, I'm in the last ones, but it's still a decent stack. And yeah, I win kings against button king jack. So I was very lucky to find this setup at 90% more of equity. And yes, after this showdown, I'm really back in business. I'm third.
It would be brutal. Wait, is Enrico going for the reverse jinx? Well, it's going to work.
Did you break the
holds with the
microphone?
10s. Sorry, with the kings, rather.
He doesn't know how to put it back on.
Enrico's got jokes, man. I love this guy.
Someone can come and help you, maybe.
I'm a fan.
He did it while he was massively ahead.
I'm a fan.
The reverse.
Listen, if he breaks that mic, though, I'm going to be sending an invoice to Enrico Camosci.com's email address.
The guy I double up to, I eliminated him 9s for me against queen 6 suited, if I'm not wrong, that he just jumped the small blind with 10 bigs. So it's cooler, of course. And yeah, now I'm playing. Put pressure, I can raise, I can flat, I can 3-bet, and that's what I'm doing. Like I'm finally playing. 2.6.
Love this play.
There is the limp re-raise as he wags a big finger back in the face of Theologis, who doesn't really have the buffer that he once did to be bullying in this way. And now, having lost that pot to Camosci, he does concede the chip lead.
I just play my opponents and my cards. So this is the way I play. I play aggressively. I put pressure to the guys who feel pressure, and sometimes also me, I'm feeling pressure when I have not a good stack. So now that I'm chip leader, I am doing my job and putting pressure to others. I normally take time to make my decisions because I don't like only to think about what I have to do with my hand. I also think about my range. I think as much as I can during the hands. Because often I'm not focused because I'm distracted, as you can see, but when I'm in a hand, I'm hyper-focused. So I'm thinking about all the potential strategies that I could apply, about how I should play the different combos, etc., etc. So then I realize what is the best sizing that I can make, and then I announce it. Do this process is like I count the pot because I normally think in big blind, and then I use the rest of the time to think about what is the optimal strategy. So I just think a lot when I'm hyper-focused. I love to study the game, yes, of course. I want to understand the game the more that I can, of course. So it's part of my routine. Like, every day when I wake up, even here, I go to my laptop and I look at some themes. I do whatever I do, like, you know, like analyzing my data or whatever. Basically, I know by heart some standard strategies that I apply in all the different boards and all the different actions. But when we are in a final table, there are some other considerations to put in it. So there is the ICM to consider. So it's a little bit more challenging to think about how to construct your ranges post-flop considering the ICM. It's more like something that you feel. It's not something that you memorize because it's too many scenarios. When you arrive to the river, the possible scenarios are like, I don't know, like infinite. Literally, not literally of course, but they are kind of infinite, so you cannot memorize those, and you cannot even simplify those. You can. I'm working a lot on them, simplify these kind of things that are very difficult to simplify, but normally you go by feeling. You go by feeling with all the scenarios that you've seen, all the stuff that you thought about in the past, that you thought about in the past, and everything. So you feel what is the right move. The hand of 10-8. So pre-flop, it's a combo that I don't raise that often, and the reason why I don't do it is because I'm covered from the big blind. But still I have some hands that I have to raise, because if I have top range, I want to raise for value. So even if I don't raise that much, I still have some hands that I should raise as a bluff to balance. You know, that's the principle of GTO.
Enrico opens to 1.7 million. This is north of 3x. We do see the size ups when it's blind versus blind. Theologis with Queen 9 of hearts.
Hand's just very playable in position, covering stack. Call is pretty standard in this spot.
So to the flop we will go. And that flop is Queen high, giving Theologis top pair, 3.9 in the middle. You know, it's funny, he is fairly animated when action's on him and he's sort of going through.
He is. He's been consistent with that.
Yeah.
So it's hard to read into it. Not many data points, but he definitely moves his eyes quite a bit and even his body. Looks like he is going to bet.
I decided to bet small, and especially with this combo that it doesn't have that much equity, and he called.
Oh, now this is curious, Randy, for reasons that are somewhat obvious.
The turn is an ace, that of course it's a great card for me, because I have many aces that are raised from the small blind, and the big blind is not calling them that often because he's often going all in with them, and I have like, yeah, the ace basically is good for me, and so I decided to bet again.
The hit.
So another 3 million into the middle. Pot grows to 9. What doesn't grow is Theologis's hand, left with just the queens that he flopped.
So now I have two options, and both are reasonable. They are give up or go all in. So my combo is very beautiful to bluff, but I have one problem. The problem is the SPR, the stack to pot ratio, and I have around half of the pot, so he's going to call very often. Now I decide to bluff this combo, and yeah, he's feeling a lot of pressure, and yeah, he's He's thinking a lot.
He's sick enough to have a bluff in the spot too.
Yeah, of course. That's what makes it so tough for Theologis.
I think Enrico's got it.
At this point, I'm feeling very calm. Like, I don't have any heartbeat. I'm not scared. I'm liking my play, so I'm fine with it. If I lose now, I'm anyway satisfied, and I'm okay with myself. I don't care about numbers. I don't care about the prizes. I'm just doing my game. I'm not like scared to bust the tournament. I don't have fear at all to lose the tournament. I'm more scared to make a blunder, like a big mistake, instead of losing the tournament.
I mean, I don't know Enrico's game, but in general.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Oh my
Theologis says fold, and Enrico celebrates in his face, and I'll tell you what.
God. Did you see that?
I'm acting a little bit. Like, yeah, to be honest, I don't care about winning this pot. Yeah, I care, of course, I'm happy, but not that much, not as much as I'm showing. I'm doing like that a little bit for the show, for acting, etc. And we were joking before with Alex, and I thought it could be like, I don't know, friendly, in a friendly way, but actually he's very nervous, so maybe I shouldn't have done it at this point.
It was bad behavior?
Boy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, I know him a lot. I played him a lot online. I spoke with him. Yeah, it's a colleague, and yeah, it's a very good player. So we always have things to share. I'm happy to speak with him.
It looks like a dream, right? I come here for the first event of my life of Triton, and I am heads up. Wow, if I would win this, it would be an amazing story to tell to everybody. I spoke with a very good player yesterday that he's playing all the series for forever, since like they started, and he never managed to win a Triton title. So, and for me, I have already a very big chance after the first try. It would be amazing to win.
I don't have history against him. I don't know who he is, so I didn't have a strong opinion on him. He's a statue. He's on the table. He's like that, without moving. If you win, if you lose, no emotions. It was zero emotions. Like when he win a big pot, he's like that. When he loses, he's like that. It's the opposite of me. Like I'm totally transparent of what I'm feeling. I'm happy, I'm sad, I do this. He's like a statue. So yeah, I respect his live presence. Yeah, and I played this big hand against him.
Oh, do you see it? Tens versus ace queen. This is getting in. Last time Brian Kim jammed when Enrico limped in this spot. Roughly the same amount of big blinds.
Cool.
And sure enough, the snapper comes in from Camosci, who had exactly what he was hoping for transpire. Rather than opening,
No,
he manages to induce.
This is my first Triton ever, my first tournament.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
for the story, I should win, I think. I deserve it. Resilience.
Well, top set is definitely in much better shape than ace high, as Camosci not exactly humble about things. And hang on, something filthy is afoot if a five
Punished. I would be very punished for what I said.
rolls off. And yeah, Enrico recognizing.
It was ironic, like I didn't think to deserve it, you know. Like many players, they're trying a lot to win a title. After 5 years, a lot of people didn't even win one, you know. So for me to do it the first time, of course, I don't deserve it at all. But it would have been fun. I'm really hoping to win because. Yeah, it's very, 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 very cool story. Like first Triton, first tournament, first place. And also another thing is that when they gave me my seat, I was seat 1, table 1, seat 1. You know, so table 1, seat 1. First tournament, I wanted to do first, but dreams never come true.
Oh, Brian says all you can eat.
How much is that?
Camosci asks for a count. He knows if he's right, he hoists the title and lays claim to 941,000. But if he's wrong, Randy, he leaves himself with just 8.4 million in chips.
Cool.
Oh, he does find the call. And I don't think any of us could have predicted exactly what his decision was going to be, but it came in a swift manner after deliberations.
I decided in the end to call. Of course, I could also fold this combo, but I felt that was a good situation where to call with this hand. And the SPR even here was very low, so I'm supposed to defend a lot of my range. And 10-8, it looked like a good combo to call. So I decided to do it, and unluckily he had ace-9, but I know when I'm calling because I'm calling like a small bet on the river, and I know I'm going to lose most of the times. It's just how it works. Like when I call, I know I'm going to lose often, but it's just an investment considering the pot, right? So.
Camosci wearing a smile, but gotta be a little bit nervous. 10-9-6 board does give him the immediate paths of a 7 or an 8. One to come. And Brian Kim hangs on.
Couldn't start better, right? Like first tournament, I did second. What I could expect to win all of them? No, it's okay, it's fine. I'm happy. I had fun. I enjoyed my time, and now it's time to win something else.
I don't know if you still have time to reg the tournament.
No, I'm a little bit late, but so I have to run because it's night actually, but it's not a problem, it's not a problem. I'm very good short stack.
Je suis au paradis, je joue les tournois les plus chers du monde contre les meilleurs du monde. C'est vraiment ce que je voulais devenir comme personne.
Le petit pic, gagné hier, tout prêt.
I love this trip, I love Prague. When you win and when your friends win as well, it's a very good experience. It will be a fun trip.